must sit down and look into it. Most of the businessmen that they go after are not PNP. They were there to
But
clean
that
out
is what they're
JLP
trying to come
wealth.
to do again, Carla.
And
That's what
and
they're
and
trying to come to do again.
if you hear you Richards and someone and you and them people that talk about fins at the JLP benefit, because they are gonna say what you call it, Michael Leaching got NCB to buy. No, we don't benefit, we bail out the country.
All right.
And look again now, we have the BPO sector.
There's a difference between.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a difference between. First, I don't know, and then you come because they want to. There's a difference between benefit and cause. I benefit from one brand new hospital we build, but me never build it. Me go there make a service for me never make it. The PMP planned and orchestrated the collapse of the financial sector that led to FinSac. Yes, there were some people who benefited through it. But they were the cause of it. The PMP is the cause.
True.
And that is simple fact.
And more people suffer, right, than benefit, because what you know. You see, the PNPism is where now, like, it's like a man broke your foot and give a free walking stick. And you praise him for the free walking stick more than how you blame him for broke your foot.
But foresight, that is two guineas. That is two very cool guineas.
But Chuck,
You thank him for the walking stick, but you remember saying broke your foot.
Broke your foot. Because the walking stick free. Yeah, praise him for the freeness of the walking stick upon your mind. But you know, remember, say, him create the problem and him do the harm why you even need a free walking stick in the first place.
but
So
you know what? I like that point you're making when Mark Golden come on stage and say I free the black man.
Yes.
Who put on the lock on the black man in the first place?
Him.
Him.
And then he come with the key.
Literally have the key. How does this make sense?
Yeah.
Then if I have the key, I must feel lock.
Exactly.
There was a time when some firemen or some assistant firemen they couldn't get no action, and then go on one place go start one fire and run go at the fire station, come back out the fire. So them, make it look like so well then them a do something. But them so them start the fire and go back go out it. So tell me, how does that make sense? PMP that fair.
That is PMPism, as we said. That is the best description of PMPism, sir. Broke your foot, give you the walking stick, and expect you to thank them for the walking stick.
Yes, but Chuck, I thought they would have glad that Leaching got, and if Leaching never get it at the Trinidad and some would have get it, The Trinidad them buy up in Finsa, the Trinidad them buy up some companies in a fire seal, Blue Cross and so on, some big Jamaican companies. Trinidad would have
Hold on. Leaching a one man with Benny. That argument is not even gonna work. Leaching every time them come with them like a full argument there. You ignore the 44,000 business we get destroyed, right? And you are talking about the one man may benefit from it.
Them ignore the 43,999.
Yeah.
But what about Jocelyn the White Texan billionaire get the biggest benefit? He got the FinSat that
Remember that? Yeah, Omar Davis actually changed the rules of the country to allow Jamaica Redevelopment Company to operate here, That company is that debt collecting company, Bariki.
Yeah. One by a Texan billionaire. Is that
least
Jamaican?
And he would have got the FinSac debt for 15 cents on the dollar. 15 cents. And let's not forget that a group of Jamaican businessmen offered them 60 cents on the dollar for it. And that was refused and then sold for 15 cents on the dollar.
But you see, the PNP, them now that. You know why? Them politically blind enough because watch you now. The whole system is designed to create dependency. That's what them don't understand. Right? Jamaica is not supposed to be an independent country. So them come up, FinSAC was like a reset. Right? And what you have now, you have like, when the country now, right, when you have these economic crises, right, you have the people them will take advantage of that system, right? Jamaica now, the whole economy in shambles, and what them have now, them have them where them can control different players. They can control, certain people can control the wealth that way. It not just happens to you, brother. They are coming back now to do the same. That's what they are coming to do. Because you have so much positive indicator and you tell me, say, you think I see them not see it? I not see them not see it. Them don't want it. Them don't want
I
it.
heard that Foresight, I heard that the house that Bunting owned and the house that Marky G owned are people that lost their house in the FinSAC crisis. Are people in house they live in a.
No, I know.
Foresight, you see what you say now, when we start now, we say, because what happened at FinSAC and what happened at the 70s was not accident, it was by design.
It was by design.
There's a kind of government in Russia now where it's run by oligarchs, where you can give your friends all of the wealth in the country. They will control the wealth and they will support you. That is what PNP was creating. That is why DB&G became one of the richest company in Jamaica. And that is why JMMB become one of the richest company in Jamaica. What them two companies have in common? Deep ties to the PNP. Because they were enriching their friends in order to prop them up in power.
Exactly. And then they give you what they feel like through these social welfare programs. People don't understand, you know. Where you would rate them up for, but them a take from you, give you back a little way you are prison. Right. These people in the establishment don't have no problem giving you something out of the bag, you know. But them just don't want you to control the bag.
Thank you.
And right now, the level, I'm not just land Kevin. Right now, what they fear is that, right? The economic environment now at Jamaica, I give average Jamaicans a chance to step up in their life. Enter into industries where them alone want to dominate, right? And that is a threat to the status quo. That is why Andrew come under pressure. It is not just a PNP, JLP thing. It is a thing that is against Andrew.
That is it.
The politics are changed.
But Foresight.
People need to know that. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's hear Kevin first before you come in. Kevin.
Come on, Kevin, attack.
We thought the Jamaica cement part, right? Well, the man who buy out Jamaica Cement Company, yeah, was a partnership with Mafu for Jamaica Beverages, and the man who actually won the cement company now, he was the man who made Buster soft drinks and all them other soft drinks, yeah, Chubby and all them thing there. He's the man who buy out cement company. And the reason why he buy out cement company from the government is that Team Cement wasn't selling in Trinidad. So what he do, he buy out Jamaica Cement Company and him start to mix the cement. So who can remember when they buy a hotel, they collapse with the step and collapse with the work on them?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the Trinidad bad cement that they use and that establishment. The next hotel that was somewhere down in Westmoreland or somewhere about there, they collapsed as well. That was the same bad cement they use because Mr. Mohammed cement wasn't selling. So the thing was to buy Jamaica Cement Company and then mix these two cement and ship it because Jamaica Cement Company was one of the best cement that were worldwide.
Carib.
It was one of the best.
Carib.
Carib cement, yeah. Was rated as one of the best cement
Yeah,
worldwide.
man. Carib cement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's
So that
Yeah.
was one of the biggest blunder what the PMP government make when they sell out Carib cement, because they were telling them that they must not get rid of Carib cement because that was one of the major investment. Because Carib cement, I know one time they used to have some big ship all used to come out of the wharf, they come take over a lot of cement.
Yeah,
And that
man.
was the purpose. Yeah.
What happened to
And
Portland cement?
well, me don't know about Portland cement, you know. But me know said Mohammed went buy out Carib cement. And Carib cement was one of the world leading cement.
Yeah, man.
But remember that Carib Cement was the original name was Portland Cement.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, original cement was Portland Cement, but cement in general, the modern cement came off, I think, in Portland in England, because the color of the cement looked like the Portland stone in England, right?
That's true.
But really and truly, what I want to touch and I want to sensitize you people about, you remember what was the rate of the Jamaican dollar compared to the US dollar in the 90s? Late 90s was 42. And you realize what they did there, these politicians, PMP politicians, invested their money into foreign exchange and allowed the Jamaican dollar to slide. So when they invest Jamaican dollar in it, 4 years down the road, they make a lump sum money. So a lot of these things that they are doing is allow the dollar to slide for them to make money. So that is why we have remember we used to have anybody just buy US dollars. Remember that? They have cambios and they have that was a way for them to make money. And the DB&G, the DB&G and the JMB, they invested in those foreign exchange. And then they
Offshore.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, shine some light power King I said that. King I tell you something in that comment there.
Oh yeah, King was speaking about, yeah man, today news came out that our inflation rate is down to 4.6.
3.8.
3.8, sorry. And the inflation for the last month was just 1%. 1%. That is excellent on our part.
But Chuck and Chopper, you were on the thing with Chance Tam today when you, Richard, and you, Blair, and all them people attacked them much for the crap.
No, we ain't the panic, man. No, we ain't the panic.
I can't remember which one. I call Lewis was I saw.
Yeah, man. Make him tell
was
about it, man.
I was there.
About it, man.
And I can't believe big people like that come up and talk about a crap. If they don't know economics, what they need to do is to do a course in economics. And that's what they need to do. Because I hear them talking that
No, you Richard.
Our GDP is 70 something and the US is 120%. And they're saying, are we saying Jamaica is richer than the US? if you really check it out based on the GDP, yes, we are doing better than the US. We are doing better than the US.
That don't mean we're richer.
The US,
that don't mean we're richer.
The US were trillions of dollars. You know how much money US for?
But here's the problem. There's a difference between Jamaica and US now, is that even though US get the GDP is much higher than us,
they are first world country.
US will always get a better rate than Jamaica because their economy is stronger.
Yeah.
It's stronger, but they print their own money.
They print them, I thank you.
Right.
What about the US dollar?
And the debt that they owe is in their dollars, so they don't have to repay it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
I think they have 2 minutes right here in Philadelphia that they make money.
When they have a problem, they print money.
Print so money, yeah.
You know how much money them have in the federal bank?
Right now, UK economy just a flat rate. They not grow, they not even grow.
See, the thing is with a lot of these people, they are very disingenuous. You understand me? Or they are just crazy because they don't look on the fact that if you look on the size of the US economy to the size of Jamaica economy, you cannot really compare that. But if you look on it and say, based on percentage, we are doing far
They are doing far
better
better.
than them.
But you have
We are
to
doing far
compare
better
US
than them.
economy to China. You can't compare
But
it to Jamaica.
remember saying
And
Daily Mail, they write an article saying why Jamaica have got teach US and Britain how to grow economy. That's what the Daily Mail say now. The UK
That's why
paper for
they
that.
come to
So,
Nigeria.
so Kevin,
Yeah.
like how UK changed 5 prime minister in 2 years. I don't know what Mark G over there.
No. Look here, in a move, come and come speak the street to us.
It's about almost 6 franc because one
Yeah,
literally one
the
more
one.
soon.
Yeah, so we are gonna send him over there. No, them band man. When he
Look
come,
here.
look home.
Kevin
Ma-
can't tell Mark G nothing about over this, and Kevin have to just shut up and just start.
Well, me can't tell you the Marky G will never enter
Guys,
government over here.
what happened, and we can learn this from the British election in a July. When the present prime minister was campaigning, he campaigned and said, "Oh, the austerity measures have been going on for too long, and they're gonna end now." Immediately, him announced the measures will have to continue for the next 4 years.
But
That
remember, I know.
that
But
not
People don't want to hear that.
remember, I know, boss. Remember, say him never come up with a plan neither.
he
You know.
never had no plan. So what the people did, they did not vote for him. They voted against the other party. And
Yes.
that is the same thing where the PNP is hoping happen in Jamaica. We don't have no plan. But we are going to point out so much things that we not going to vote against the labor right.
Look here,
That
is
is
a
the plan.
difference between Jamaica and Britain because over years so, yeah, no growth now make, nobody now make no money, you just have
When
work,
last, Kevin,
everything.
when last England infrastructure change?
But infrastructure
And the,
always good, you know. Me not knock it. Infrastructure good.
and the
Understand?
same string flush style, it no have one to try to go shit. And they go, bro.
Nobody right there, no foolishness, brother. A proper toilet, brother. What do you yeah.
Oh my God.
Mark you. You see, what me like about Jamaica, you don't understand things. You vote your MP over here, you don't see him. You not hear about him after you vote him in. You not see him, you don't know why you don't see what him do. You understand?
Kevin, you live in Jamaica now?
No, man, in
No,
Britain.
England.
Oh, when I say come Jamaica?
Come Jamaica in April.
Oh, but that slowly has changed now, you know.
Look
Another
here,
present
Jamaica.
government, hold on, another present government now, you have MP now are being held to account more than any other time.
Yeah.
More MP now for perform.
No, me talk about in England here. When you vote for MP, when you vote for your MP over in England here, you don't see him, you don't hear from him. You understand? But when Jamaican people are about MP and rare.
They want MP consider their yard.
Yeah,
They want consider their yard. They want consular consider and create plate with them. Consular MP don't have time for that.
Well, what me like
Government business.
Blank, you sound like you throw word pan the woman on a and to no, you like lead.
You figure, so I mean, I did the money the night when he come on there, and after about 2 weeks before, we run around for the app. Yeah.
Plank.
Oh, funny enough, she and the woman from Jams have the same surname.
Oh my God.
The woman that talk about the $3 billion we're missing. And then sitting there and crap the she talk. Then in the last part of the letter, she said it's not missing fund. But she tell the world that the money missing. And then in her letter, she says it's not missing funds. Same name she have like you man on and do. Same surname.
That's how she do it.
As I said, let's not forget the words, that we start the civic group. We call them civic group. But I made sure they feel of PMP people because we have an agenda. Right.
You know what is the difference between the opposition minister in Jamaica comparing to other one? Let me tell you something. You see, Marky G take Jamaican people to an idiot. I mean, and we always say, brother, that's how our Englishman operate. They think that you are stupid.
Exactly.
That's why he's been acting that way, because they think that Jamaican people are stupid. And I will never say it.
But what am I talking
That
about
is their
our
character.
ancestors? That's an insult,
I insult. It's an
You
insult.
very well
But
say.
Kevin, HR, you realize that some Jamaican people are stupid.
But what I know, let me say this. When Mark never wrong when he speak of his ancestors fighting and dying in Jamaica. He wasn't wrong. What he forget to mention was that his ancestors was on the other side of the fight.
Yes.
Him say my ancestors come through the middle passage.
And
Which part?
and the reason why him said that,
Between the mother
because
foot
he
in
knows
matter
that
about
a lot of
middle
Jamaican will
passage
support
that.
that. The reason why I said no, because a lot of Jamaican will support that and don't look into it and see why he's coming after. That's why I'm saying, because he knows enough of them are
Yeah,
idiots.
man, because you see,
People like
Jamaican
you, Richard, and all them people are idiots. When he make all them statements and then praise him,
Jump up
because
and
them are
shout,
idiots.
Jamaicans,
it fly over them head.
Jamaicans,
Be a
majority of
slave.
Jamaicans are surface level thinkers.
Yeah, go on,
We
HR.
Majority of Jamaicans are surface level thinkers.
Exactly.
So people can put any
That's
sort of
true.
news and any sort of rhetoric in front of them and they run with it. Very surface level.
No, but look
Let
how
me tell
man
you something.
present himself to Jamaica now, and
Let me
him
tell
no
you something.
my
You
invest
think,
But look here.
him don't have no him them own a property here, right? And you know, no look beyond him utterances and say, but how does this man show interest in Jamaica? We not talk about what he must say, we are talk about how him show it. When do fish show some interest in Jamaica? The man don't even wear a jersey go to a Red Boys match, right? Or a Jamaican event, right? That's how disconnected the man is, right? You know, watch him actions, but you know accept and run with what I tell you. This man just want power. Him not interested in Jamaica.
all right.
That's true. But look here, Plank. Funny enough, you remember when Petal, I think Petal was alive and say, "Oh, they not keep no party with Portia. Oh, them wicked." So you watch something since lately. I think about today. You see them a cut one kick with Portia and Portia wasn't there.
That's the PMP, but better than that.
Yeah, man, and it's because we talk on the live.
yes, ma'am, I'm
One of
outside.
them people get up and run with it because they never did it before.
But better than
No,
that.
them do it.
Better than that.
Yes.
Panel.
Oros.
I am going to task any of you laborites here and decide and whoever is listening on the For You page. Anybody can literally point to me where Mark Bolin actually mesh with some young people like how you say Andrew Jones playing cricket, playing football, going on stage and dancing. Such things like that.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. There was a video a couple weeks ago of a young lady from his constituency complaining that he came to the constituency and brought alcohol come get the youths. I remember that. I think I have it. He was complaining, said the man wicked because you come.
I second that because he was on stage dancing with
Yeah, man, that team want bring man, junk them off, man. That team want do.
Then you know realize
Man is a
something.
popular leader, man. You know,
This
then
one
anything
picture
popular,
with Mark play cricket.
let me tell you when I like with Mark.
Yeah,
Anything we're popular, even if it is
Anything
destructive, you understand? He will do it. You know, I under certain things. You understand? Right? Anything we're popular, brother, this a man will do it. Even if it's destructive to the youth. Once he feel like him can gain political mileage from it, he might go do it. Because him so sure so the Jamaican people are idiot. Him's just sure so we're gonna look past that, because we not look past substance. Right? Because you know for black people are just a surface level thinkers. The way it look like, right? How it sound like, but we never look on what it is.
But even the PMP organization, don't forget about the
What's the code?
supporters them. How does an organization, a party, Jamaica party, political party, allows a British citizen to be the leader? Tell me how. He didn't have a Jamaican passport.
Not only that, not only that, Churchill. How is it that a capitalist become a leader of a communist party?
Yeah.
Socialist party. Yeah. A capitalist leading a socialist party.
But him not really enjoy, great support over there, you know. I just put them out a good fit. Them not great, because apart from Dayton and half-heartedly, Damon Crawford run back him half-heartedly too, because I'm not even fully in him. Apart from Dayton Campbell, who else you see over side excited over Mark Golding?
Nobody.
Apart from Dayton Campbell, where
I want to tell you, sorry. I want to tell you.
That man Scott.
I want
He's not so
yeah,
upfront,
Clang,
man.
but I want to tell you this.
Upfront with him.
If they could say, if they could say a white man time now, I that them with us. But if this country was halfway and half, that them just say white man time now. Just check it out. That's exactly what they want to say.
You don't know how
They
them
can't
can't
say.
see it on your agenda. You don't know how them can't see it. Them feel like say it's a part of them vote for them. Don't know say it's a system them a support when not support them.
They want him. Oh, what? Foresight or us?
There's
I want
nothing in it for them.
foresight. Me say if
Yeah.
me no want nobody lose their seat, more Mark good in lose their seat. He get
We're
too
not
much
gonna lose more.
problem in that. He get too much
Blank.
problem in that parliament.
Blank, I was about to say, I have never seen, of all the PNP leader them with on Prime Minister, I've never seen another PNP leader when me have a certain aversion to the Mark Golding. Me just want Mark Golding get Prime Ministership at all. Him and Dayton Campbell. Me no want. Me have a certain aversion against Mark Golding and Dayton. Me no want the two of them. Then two there.
Exactly.
Can me no want Dayton get to the helm of PNP. I mean, no want Mark Golding to Jamaica House. Not at all.
Here's the thing.
Me have an aversion against Mark Golding. Him.
Here's one of the things for me, HR. Just the symbolism. The Englishman did carry us under slavery for 300 years. Right? And now we black man, we get independence and trying to go republic. And I go call for the Englishman for come lead we again. Tell me how that makes any sense.
Who's interest to serve? That's the negotiation. Especially
when Portia won the election, they said, man, all right, she win. I like her still enough, but I still maintain. That Portia is an abject failure. I never like her, but when she won, I said, all right. But Mark Golding, we just want that man that see Jamaica House, none at all.
You can't see from it.
More retire, more just like how Andrew retire. Peter, yeah man, send that one in a retirement too.
Come on.
Look here, the person you all should be blaming is Maya Crawford. If she never bunt in a backside and Bunting would be there as the president, as the leader of the people.
What do you mean, Rhoda, yeah, talk.
Huh? Rhoda Crawford, yeah. If she never give Bunting a backside and Bunting would be the president now and leader of opposition. It was when Bunting realized that to push Mark Golding for Bunting, but Mark Golding looked like he no one leg of the ball. Looked like him sit down there and want to hold on. But he was just holding it because he didn't want anybody else from one PNP to come challenge for the seat. So Bunting spending money and Golding spending money to put Golding there. But if Bunting had won his seat, Bunting would be there to Mark Golding. It would be Bunting. So
the world doing because Bunting come close to losing that seat 2 times, with Sally Porteous and Danville Walker, And then Rhoda just comes, actually.
More put the man in a retirement because more I say he must kick out in teeth. Again. Me I tell you.
I think one of the problems Bunting made a big mistake of Bunting make to him talk about when after Skengdang and Danai Williams them support Peter Phillips, them and the other one they talk about wash up done, style as wash up done. So Ken down pull all him support and all them thing there. But him have a lot of strong support in that area and Mandeville area.
Let me tell you something with PNP Freda right now, right? What you see, kind of get, right now, them kind of uncertain as to which direction to take now with the campaign because they realize that they would have tried so much. Andrew, they're on a rebound now with something called sympathy vote. Don't take it simple. So, them I wonder, right now, if them for continue on that same path or them for ease up. You notice my Bowling I try the little thing where the I water come from him. I a victim him say I try pay sympathy man upon people when I talk about people.
As him do that, to that with a cold bucket of ice water.
Yeah, so I that them a one now. Them dead now and them kind of
Foresight, I think the problem with them face also is that they have invested so much in the final. They thought that when the IC send the report about Andrew declaration to Parliament, they thought that was the nail in the coffin. Remember, one of them went on platform and said expect election this year because they thought that yes, we have him now. What's when the people at the IC prick them and say we'll find some bank account now. They were expecting to find bank account with billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars, right. I create them a try. Them a fabricated story, man. Them look here. Andrew, I feel
The
one of the cleanest prime minister in terms of you talk about integrity, Because if you assert so hard to find something for a man, and all you can come up with, that way you come up with, right? And the man is still standing. But the man, they have to be extra clean, If you go after a man and I go through with a fine teeth coming on all higher forensic, something, right? The man don't have a dog in a race, Him not no reason for hold no bias against nobody. You make sure go for your international, right? Forensic auditor. Because you never did things that even the one them out there would have been, what's good enough, right? And you still not find out the man say, look here, nothing, right? And the director of corruption prosecution say, look here, no grounds for charges. And you still are trying. That the man they have to be clean.
Hey, I want to be can tell when the goal is to get aggressive in the government. From King's Charles coronation now when they come committee man and Jones committee man we are come out of your place. And from that time the man
when the prince come here.
Okay.
Foresight, she can talk to you.
Yeah.
And I comment.
And from them time they get aggressive. Because what?
The PMP don't know nothing about Jamaican government.
Not more than Britain a page Mark Gold and say, boy, you have to win this to make Jamaica stable. Because a whole heap of Commonwealth country have come out of the monarchy. One not believe, one not realize a whole heap of them Australia attempt to come out, New Zealand attempt to come out,
Kevin, PMP don't know nothing about Jamaica and its government. Because look at it, down at Alien Town, right? Why you think them pump so much money in Alien Town? Because them never know say Stian Barneswell couldn't get back the mayorship. Them never know that. So them spend on Alien Town till they can one bag of counterfeit down they go give people them.
But Plank, you realize something that the PNP are the only people in Jamaica who don't like work. You realize they never hear you, Richard, or you never hear you, Blair, or you never hear none of them talk about doing some form of productive business in Jamaica to build the economy. Not even under the PNP government, none of them don't do nothing. You hear me tell you? They don't have no idea how to build an economy. You have to work and produce your way out.
Little bit after
They
the
don't
PMP,
understand that.
Little bit after the PMP,
Yeah, go ahead.
I asked at least 2 members of the PMP blogging team. And I said, all right, what are the plans, Mark, for the country once he win? And the 2 of them said the same thing. In first step is to expand part. First, the first plan where 2 of them say, we're going to expand part. Now again, PAD program is a social program. It should not have been designed for people to sit on it and get comfortable. Right? So while Andrew expand heart, they want to expand.
Expand. You know, it's the difference between when I expand, right? When I expand, right? Part getting more people on part. When I expand an upliftment program, right? And the other aspect up there, I expand and now we're keeping poverty.
Exactly.
What
And
they're
coming
actually
to
doing
Jamaica
with
and
the
start
part,
think and see how wicked these people is. You understand?
part,
How wicked
part,
these people
when
are,
you have
right?
part put a strain on the economy because the people who are paying taxes, it's not like they are increasing. If we have, say, out of the 2.5 million people, we have 800,000 people working full-time jobs and paying taxes, right? And you want to expand that means you're going to have to implement some new taxes on the people to deal with that. Well, if you try to get another 200 or 300,000 people to get meaningful jobs, you grow your economy and you have and less people be on part. You take 200 people, 200,000 people off part and put them in the working sector. And a lot of these people do not understand basic economics. They come and they talk a lot of things that they hear their leaders or them political friends say. They don't look at it and say, if we put more people to work, we generate more revenue for the country. And when you have more people working, you have less people unemployed and less people idling and less people in crime.
But
They
all right,
when you
all right. But just say I'm like Ingram. Ingram come here today, come ask. How the government pay for everything what them are implement? I remember Ingram supposed to be an accountant that started doing here. But what Ingram don't understand is that when the government took office in 2016, our unemployment rate was 14.5%. Today it is below 4%.
3.6.
3.6.
yeah, but look
That
here,
means
Ingram, being an accountant doesn't mean that you understand economics. Because an accountant will only look on the money, your revenue, your revenues and your liabilities. That's all they look on. They don't look on what they give up to earn those revenue. Because I can be a person that get up and invest $4 million in a business. You understand me? And when I done, I earn for the year, I earn say a profit of $2 million. And I could have gotten a job where I'm getting $6 million as a manager, right? And at the end of the year, I would have earned basically $2 million more than if I run a business. Accountants cannot see that. You understand me? And that is the reason why a lot of these people talking need to go and do an economic course and they will understand. I hear you mention about the free money that we're giving away free money. That $20,000 is a refund to people who pay taxes.
pay their
The people need to
taxes.
get a tax break because you're giving away the people money to part. The people who generate the money, you're taking their money and give it into part to other people who can't work or who don't want to work. Right? And those people need a break.
And others, that is why the 2016 campaign of the government said, listen to me, we are going to give back something to the working people. It was the first apartheid campaign and giving back something to the working class. The PMP only campaign and tell about the poor, the poor, the poor, the poor.
Them reward
So
the
they were
lazy
always
and call them
sweeping
poor
into the
because what political mileage when
Yeah,
them get
yeah.
talking about poor. Because the poor man thing is popular, you know. Because a lot of people see themselves as poor and them think that talking about the poor, the party that talks about the poor is the party that cares more about the poor. And they totally ignore the party that is doing more for the poor and uplifting the poor. To support the party now
But
that is massaging the poor in
look,
poverty. Now, what really
look here,
needs to happen?
foresight.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Because Chuck touch upon something, and I think we need to really think about that seriously. What him say, the man them, right? if Mark Goling, right, he's talking about expanding part, right? Andrew is saying he's expanding heart. That is very powerful, and I want to think on that because people need to think on that. One party I deal with empowerment, right? And next party I deal with impoverishment, right? We need to think about it seriously, brother, because we not read the thing properly. The PNP talking more about the poor is because they want to exploit the ignorance of the uneducated and the poor. We can't pass over the people, sir. You understand? They want more poor people. They create more poverty. It is not in their best interest. Me hear you talk about economics and they don't understand it. They understand it. It's the will they don't have. They don't have the will to uplift the people. People must understand that the system that is working with the PNP forget out Andrew. Why Andrew? When Andrew did show Clarkson and the game for year, it was popular. The media supporting everybody. Why when man make real power moves now for uplift, get to you to step up in our life, and when them are fighting? Because they don't want that. People need to know, say, I want them, I want that. Jamaica is not supposed to be great. Because the establishment don't want Jamaica to be independent and great. The people that will control government don't want that, bro. They want us to treat and see ourselves as some little poor people, right? We depend on them and them control us with little or nothing. They have no problem giving us something to the bag. They don't want us to control the bag, brother. They don't want us to have our own bag.
Yeah.
They don't want to get to you to become more ambitious. And that's just the real fact. I want to go on down to the politics. Go ahead.
But Forsyth, remember the first thing, in 2007, Adesha tell us that we have to grow ourselves out of poverty. And I looking into it and realize a lot of these PNP people don't think about what all they saying. You have to produce. You have to produce for your country to grow. I don't understand how the PNP cannot see that. You have to produce to grow your economy. What are we producing in Jamaica? And that is what we need to ask all these people talking their mouth for the crap. What plans does Mark have to grow Jamaica's economy? Because it can't grow up apart. You understand? We have to implement modern strategies of growing and manufacturing our way out of poverty. And one of the great moves here, the Prime Minister that they talk about is using nuclear power to build our economy, to cut down the energy cost of the country, that we can produce more, we can compete with China and America and all those other countries. They have no plan. That is the best plan for Jamaica. If we go nuclear, what we can do, we can cut down energy cost, manufacturing costs. We can even get contracts maybe from China or America to even build cars or to build parts or something out here. They don't understand. And when I look into it, why I said they don't understand, look how they destroy the free zones in Jamaica. And I can tell you, if they were ever to get poor, they would destroy the BPO sector same way. Because they're going to tell people it's cheap job. It's cheap job. You have to start somewhere.
And the people them are going to them. Now so they must support something, right? They must support a decision where going to negatively affect them. Because they're not going to replace something better.
I want to say, look at all. Remember, I know.
So, Forsyth, you're correct. I agree with you. Listen, the People's National Party, when they come around and talk about they're for the poor, they like the poor. You really have to wonder, because in order for you to, and the best way to do this, look at the sum total of the People's National Party government while they're in office and what they do. The best way to sum this to the judges is to look at what they say, don't look at what they say. Watch what they do.
Exactly.
So they watch what they do, Don't so they come around and talk about we're poor. But look at the actions that they take, the kind of policies that they put in place while they're in government. So FinSAC, they presided over the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich.
Exactly.
18 years in government and they tax the poor for 16 out of those 18 years.
Exactly.
right? So
Good night, people.
how can you say
Good night.
you're government for the poor, you're party for the poor, but when you're in office, the kind of actions that you take are inimical to the poor?
Sure.
How that makes sense?
Unemployment
How that
14.13%.
makes sense?
No make no sense. Overtax Jamaica people in 4 years alone over $50 billion worth of tax, and you talk for the poor. It's not what you say.
Don't watch wait. So wait for. Don't watch what the PNP say. Watch what they do. Look at what they do over the years. Look at the sum total of the actions that they take while they're in government.
But HR,
That can't be a party for the poor. So Miss Holland. So they like to talk about free education. Free education started under Labour. Compulsory education started under Labour. When Manley came into power, he extended Labour Party free education policy to the tertiary level. That's why the lion down at King Street, like Manley saw, because they benefited from its free education policy at the tertiary level. You get me?
HR.
So look at the actions taken by the People's National Party when they're in government and let them stop come around with a muffle and story about their love poor.
HR, they are using words of sympathy over act of care.
but
Exactly.
foresight and HR.
How can a party, right, but pay with less and tax more is for the poor?
But look here. Let me just put it to you. You know that they are right. They are for the poor. They create more poor people in Jamaica when they're in power. They are talking the truth. They are exactly talking the truth. And are you richer than all them people? They don't see it. They are talking the truth. They create more poor people when they are in power.
Hold on, guys. Nigga vibes. We are not against people having opposing views. What we don't appreciate is propaganda. You can have all the opposing views you want. But the moment you go down the road of spreading propaganda, that's where we agree. You can have all the opposing views you want. We're not against opposing views.
Objectively disagree. That's fine. That's fine. Right.
But what we don't appreciate is the propaganda, the line of argument that we know is propaganda.
An outright lies.
Outright lies. So yes, you can join the discussion. But foresight, the same thing I said, as I said, the PMP is the party where we broke your foot and then give you the walking stick and you can thank them for the walking stick.
Yes.
That is exactly the appropriation.
Yeah, but Chuck, remember, in the 60s, this Robert Lightburn was opening a factory every week.
Every week.
Manley came into power and they come with the socialism thing. Manley chased away the people who had capital and were providing jobs for people, opening factories. Who the hell does that? How that going to help poor people? Then what Manley do is try and replace it, come with them social program, try and replace it with crash program and so on. And what happened? He had a strong dollar that was stronger than the US. He had to jump on the printing machine and start print money now. And bet the value of the Jamaican dollars. Value of the dollar devalued, all right? And he's for the poor. Look, as someone was...
You know why they can do that and get away with it though? Because they have a very large percentage of black people who measure that as being generous and measure that as being prosperity. Help out. Not to be empowered, but getting help out.
It's handout over handout.
Handout. You understand? Sympathy over opportunity. You understand?
They can't tell the man the plan that he had to produce wealth. It's more about just distributing. Man, the type of man created crash program don't get any wealth. So I don't know.
It doesn't benefit the country in the long run. Those things only take from the country, they don't give back.
But these are, most of the people who where you see support PNP are people who don't know what prosperity and progress should look like, They don't know what it is. They don't know how to measure prosperity, brother. Right? And if you notice how you hear them talk or you hear them sound, right? Usually as some big man, where I get 18 years of them government, I want to blame now the JLP went up for 18 years for them circumstances. So how you get 18 year a year solution, and it still never help you to come out of poverty, but you want to blame a government when a power for 8 years. That don't make no sense. I 18 years of your government, you did have to build yourself. If they were so good, why you never build yourself? Why you still broke to today?
That is why
Since them
you
have to
rich.
do a
That is why you rich is not in Jamaica.
Yeah, if you
in
can't build yourself
21
in
from your own
18 years,
government.
you can't build it.
Man,
But
Yeah.
look here,
man,
if you
man, say,
can't build yourself in 80 years, you can't build yourself in 80 years.
remember say you used to T40 all
Exactly.
like the fins the free zone.
But
A runway. T40 it clock them a runway left Jamaica.
PMP believe in keeping Jamaicans poor, and that's why them appeal to them to get vote, and them are gonna keep them in a power.
But look
I,
here,
I wonder,
you
I
realize
wonder,
it,
I wonder about the breakdown of people who vote, their economic background. If you should break down,
You see,
according,
Churchill.
if you break it
but
down
do you look,
according to their economics standing in the country, what percentage of vote the Jamaica Labour Party get versus the PNP?
That would be an interesting study, and I would love to see it. Though. But bear in mind,
but
when the
Churchill,
PMP originally started, the PMP was a party for the rich and the elites in Jamaica.
Yes,
Exactly.
So much so that at the time of the first election, they did not have enough persons to pull their candidate slate because only a certain amount of people could have done it. But somewhere along the line, man, they realized that, but shit, it better me try align myself with the poor because there's more of them. So that is why this shift in of them thought come around. So let us try to align ourselves to poor. So you are not. The poor people party was a party who had a barefoot truck driver as a candidate. That is a
Exactly.
party.
And
Let me ask
the
a
working
question.
class.
But let me ask a question, guys, because we keep on fighting with this thing over and over and over. Who can you guys tell me the kind of profession that literally build the PNP?
Lawyers.
lawyer.
And who the kind of
liars, they call them,
who
not
is the set
liars.
of people that build the Jamaica Labour Party?
workers, the
Working
poor
class.
Worker,
working
Workers.
class.
So what is it that why is
Yeah,
it that we're debating with these people?
Because of the perception we out there. What am I trying
Be-
to sell the people them?
Because we still working.
Because guess what? The PMP love when people poor so they can keep on. It is the simple saying, you know. The
Keep
Jamaica
them in criminality.
the Jamaica Labour Party have this thing said. If you teach a man to fish, it is better to teach a man to fish than give a man a fish every day. You understand? That's the Jamaica Labour Party thing. The PMP not believe in that. They believe in you're supposed to come back to them every single day for that fish.
Them a
Because
buy
But
fish.
but Mario, you don't really look on it rightly, you know. Me I tell you how to look on it. When they keep people poor, they're gonna always do criminal acts. So the lawyers are gonna get rid of poor people. That is the aim of the party, sir.
It is
That's why they're
slavery
full of so
mentality.
much liars.
Or
Right.
that is
It go far beyond that.
that
Because
is slavery mentality for us.
but it's modern day slavery.
Yeah.
But that is what they're doing.
When you keep people
Liars are the
dependent, you
biggest
know, you're
criminals
better
in
able to
Jamaica.
control them. When you
But
keep
Liars
people
people
are the
dependent,
biggest
you're better
criminal in
able to
Jamaica.
control
I
them.
can tell
we
you
are
that.
too educated for that.
A lot of people don't realize say that is what them fear, you know. The
Mental
mindset,
slavery.
because there's a slow changing of mindset. If this kind of politics that Andrew I practice now continue much longer, you know, it will slowly change mindset. You already we start to the youth them a demand more. Youth are get more ambitious now, right? That acceptance as poverty as the norm for the average Jamaican, that slowly a change. People are realizing now so them can do more with them life. That is what I'm come for reverse, you know.
and that is what the PMP fear for Joe Forsyth. Them
Exactly.
fear that.
That is why you see right now, because when Andrew win the next election, you know, brother, it's gonna be harder for PNP win even the one we are gonna come up, you know. Because
Them
what
now,
reached them, they didn't know that Andrew would be doing so much in such a short time. The pace at which Andrew worked. Andrew's not just a good Jamaican prime minister, you know. I don't want to take him simply, you know. Andrew's a world class prime minister, you know. He's a world-class leader, you know. Leadership
Exactly.
in
Man
leadership
is a
style,
visionary.
right? And that's why it is not about trying to prevent Andrew from getting the third term. Them don't even want to do the second term, you know. I hope you realize that that is what the IC was supposed to do, you know. Get him out before even the election is due. Because
Andrew
the
is not
amount of work what Andrew have.
Andrew is not a Bruce Golden.
Exactly, the amount of
Andrew
work
is not soft.
in the soft. And him very smart.
But
And him a
remember,
change his
Andrew always
mindset.
Okay.
got
In this street.
and him have people like we where we fight and defend him name.
Exactly.
We not
Exactly.
allow them to
Exactly.
But
destroy
Him
the
is a threat to the
but
status quo.
but
That is the real reason.
That is the point there,
but
foresight. The
you
threat to the
realize
status quo, because the
but
status
we have to
quo.
talk clear, you know.
Okay, man.
We have to talk clear. The lords in England. I remember I watched a video with one of the lords in England when Andrew said they want to be republic. That man cost Jamaica down to the ground. Oh, Jamaica ungrateful.
Who that?
I need to find it and
I know
then
what
send
you're
it out to
talking
you
about.
people.
I saw it.
Yeah, man,
I saw it.
cost Jamaica to the
Yeah.
ground.
Which
They
man?
will do anything.
What
One of the
English?
lords in
What
England,
English?
one English
Because
lord. If
What a Mark Golden uncle.
could be the man said England invested a lot in Jamaica. I said, where the hell this white dude talk about? Invest water, we have to have visa to come to England. What them do Jamaica? They do nothing for Jamaica. Nothing.
And that's why I think Mark Golden is trying to throw a monkey wrench in Jamaica going republic with his gaslighting about the CCJ.
Exactly.
Him not
Well, I feel like some of those British people are behind it. I can tell you. My feeling is they are behind it.
So,
But
brother,
There's a British man behind it.
I can say a while ago. I can say a while ago. Me say, listen. From the moment Andrew Warren is going to Buckingham Palace and go meet the king and say, yeah, what, we want exit now. You notice that Mark Golden gets stronger and stronger and people start talking about it more and more. So it's a plan not to make Jamaica
Jamaica money
come
Mark
out.
going to have him for 3 years now. You know, say him a backing.
All
When I
right.
really say it's system behind him.
you know,
Yeah,
Right.
system behind
it's
Mark
going
Golden.
to
He just the upfront man.
it's going to backfire
Here.
against Mark Golden, you know, because when the Jamaican people understand the real reason, I think it's going to backfire on him,
So,
because
Backfire.
they're going to see that he's just gaslighting. Jamaica is not ready for CCJ, right? And that's what we must convince the country of. We're not ready for it yet. We have to go the one stage first,
But
and then
Churchill,
later on, we consider whether we're ready for CCJ. But we cannot take
Churchill,
we cannot take on CCJ.
look at it this way. Look at it this way, Churchill. If CCJ was such a great thing and whoa, this thing is like heaven and all of that. CCJ is based in Trinidad and Tobago. And Trinidad and Tobago is not a part of CCJ. Why is that?
You from the CCJ.
Yeah, they are. Let us get it straight. They're a part of it, but it's not their final quote.
I think
They don't
Jamaica
use
them.
it
I
as
think
their, no,
Jamaica
they
do the
don't
most
use
one.
it as
Partisan from the
They
CCJ.
use it for,
No, man,
they use it for industrial relation matter, but it's not
Exactly.
their final appellate court.
Exactly.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's only 4 Caribbean countries that use the CCJ as a final appellate court. 4 countries. We shouldn't be in any hurry to join them right now.
Wait, Churchill. You see, I'm not saying yeah CCJ. I'm not saying yeah privy court.
I'll go
But
and dig that.
we're going to have this kind of conversation, we must approach the conversation with facts and seriousness. And my view is, I still maintain that whenever we talk about CCJ and acceding to the CCJ, the conversation is usually fraught with a lot of rumor mongering and fear mongering. And that's all I'm saying. If we're going to have the conversation, let us be serious about it, because it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help us, and it doesn't help the audience. So I don't share that view that we're not ready for CCJ. I think we need to have a more profound conversation around it, devoid of all rumor mongering and fear mongering, because that's all I'm hearing when I hear people talk about CCJ.
So, you think we're ready for it, HR?
No,
I guess what Churchill has said is that you have to know what it is and what it entails.
Hold
to
on,
know
hold
whether or not
on,
you're ready for it.
hold on. Because I'm not fear mongering. I'm asking HR if he thinks we're ready for CCJ.
I'll say this, Churchill. What we need as a people is more conversation, serious conversation and research around.
all right, Patriot. No, fight. Patriot say want to join the CCJ discussion.
But let me ask a question there.
Kevin, I borrow your back.
Yeah. Me go down. All right.
Let me ask a question. And this is a serious one. Why is it that Jamaica cannot have the final court here in Jamaica? Why is it that we keep on talking about CCJ? Why is it that Jamaica cannot have the final court?
Right,
Just
let
as though United
Let me respond to that.
get a piece of that one the first HR. Why me believe that is that the belief is presently the system we have right now is corruptible.
Exactly.
Right? Its system is corruptible. And it's for the same reason why I not believe that we're ready for CCJ. Because the judges is the same judges what we have here who have them friend, who all of them go you together. It is corruptible right now. I'm not saying probably a couple years down the road we will not be, but no, I believe it is easily corruptible. And that is my fear of it.
So Chuck, what about a reform?
That's what I was heading at.
Okay.
Reform, and we set our own rules and regulations.
Exactly. Just like the Supreme Court in the United States.
Just like here.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Just like the Supreme Court.
You understand?
Also.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Plank, you realize that the judges that are available to go on whatever courts you think we could form our own, you know who they are right now? They're the same people who went to university at Manly and who support the People's National Party. It's the same pool of people you're gonna draw from. And you can look at the IC as an example.
So what about the young heads that's going to college right now?
And that's what it's a couple years from now.
No, it takes a long time to become the kind of judges there. It takes a long time.
All right, understand.
Churchill, all right. The mere fact that you had that insertion in it, Churchill, to say that you fear PNP lawyers. Are you saying that there are no lawyers in the fraternity that's a Labour Party?
Because this is the other side as well. Here you go.
No, the issue is that
wait there. Let me land, Paul. That's my point. The mere fact that Churchill made that insertion, that alone is fear mongering. That is an argument of fear mongering.
I think
but I'll jump to Mario's point. The reason why we can't have a final court here, Mario, is because one, the pool of talent that we have is very small. And I had this conversation already on another live. When we talk about law and jurisprudence is something that evolves. It is a good thing. And I'm not advocating for the Privy Council now. I'm being objective here. It's a good thing when we have the Privy Council at the final court because it adds to it allows our jurisprudence to evolve. It is good. Same thing with the CCJ. Having a CCJ allows our jurisprudence to evolve. The law cannot remain static. It must change. It must evolve with time. And so having a court outside of the region, or having in the case of a Privy Council or a CCJ, is good for the evolving of our law and jurisprudence. So that's the reason why we can.
The Patriots come just for this conversation. I'm going to hear views on it.
Yeah, man. Big up Chuck. Churchill, big up himself. Everybody, greetings.
Yeah, man. Let me just add, Patriot. I hear Chuck's point before he came in before me, and Chuck, I disagree with that viewpoint that it's corruptible, because let me tell you why. Right, we are 60 odd years in our independence, and as comments, I'm trusting in the system. No, I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic and objective here because the argument is pure rumor mongering. We are 60 odd years in our independence, and there no one challenge anybody to find any report anywhere in Jamaica, any credible report that a judge was bad, that a judge was corrupted, that a judge ruled based on along political lines. That's the kind of argument I want to have, and I challenge anybody to find any governmental overreach in the judiciary, any corrupt judge. Find that. That's the evidence we want, and if you have that evidence, present it. So that would be a pretty credible evidence to say yes. This is.
I yield to the point, Charles.
No, but
All right. So I am with HR on a lot of his points. First and foremost, if we're gonna cut ties with the colonial people, cut it. Cut it. We're not gonna have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Especially that we team one I beat Marky G on that. Right? Him have two foot in the two places. Cut it. That's the first thing. CCJ is up to be 20 years old, I think, next year.
About that, yes.
Right. There are many cases now we can read up on. I 15 years ago, 10 years ago, there wasn't enough probably, but now there's more than enough cases that we can study to see how they have ruled on cases. There's a ton load of them out here now, right? So we have evidence where we can say, okay, here's a body that has been doing some work. Let's go see how they have been doing the work and make a judgment upon that. Thirdly, the Privy Council, the UK Parliament, if we know what was going on around the world politically, the UK Parliament can vote if it dash where Jamaica from out of them Privy Council, anytime, We don't have a land plan put it on a run like a chicken head. We want to plan our own destiny and have waiting so we can start rule our own thing because we've been what? Somebody said a while ago, 60 years of independence.
But remember, the Prime Minister did not say we are not leaving the CC.
No, I know. I'm coming to that. No, I know that.
What he said is that he's gonna let the people decide whether they want a local court or we join the CCJ.
Has he said that though officially? Because I've been waiting to hear where we come down on it. I haven't heard a solid. Okay, well,
that the people will decide the final court.
Which would be what are the options? CCJR.
The CC, I think to be honest, I think the CCJ are the Privy Council.
That's what the Prime Minister was saying. They will do a referendum.
So his plan is not to
for people to choose what is it that they want to be their final court. Is either the CCJ or the Privy Council. He's
for the Privy Council.
All right. Quickly. Right now, do a vote. Who wants CCJ or who wants Privy Council? On this chat right now.
Who prefer the Privy Council?
Just say me. I'll do a quick vote.
Me, plan.
I prefer the CCJ. Only
No, guys.
I prefer the CCJ.
Hold on. Do a quick vote.
I would
quick vote right now.
No, I would remain at the Privy Council for now.
Chuck, put out the thing. You have 118 people here.
She can count up that vote for me. Who want to put
right.
No, you can put in the slot in there because me and the moderator tells me that put
she can start a poll for me.
That poll, Chuck.
Yes.
She can create a poll for CCJ or Privy Council.
Good job. No, why I ask that is because we're gonna use what we are doing here as what the society out there is thinking. And really and truly, when we here on the road, on the street, people don't want to leave Privy Council. Most people don't want to leave Privy Council.
You know why?
No, but the cartel case.
No, that's not the cartel case.
No, man, it affects people's views, whether you want to be it or not.
You know why I prefer the Privy Council to be corrupt.
No.
But also, when they ask the common man on the street which court they want, whether CCJ or Privy Council, And you say both of them want the Privy Council. You also have to interrogate that, because what you realize with people, we realize with people and the common man, it's like they would much prefer to take the path of peace resistance. Right? So they're used to the Privy Council over the years. They have not heard any incident involving the Privy Council. So they automatically surmise say, okay, the Privy Council is untouchable, or the Privy Council can be corrupted, or because it is located in England, it is better. So
it's more far removed.
Also to interrogate that is why I said people don't have the information, they don't have it. And that is why a lot of us who participate in the conversation come with rumor mongering and fear mongering.
But HR, you see, a lot of these people don't understand. If you stay with the Privy Council, you can't go Republic.
Right, there's the poll.
That's not true. No, that's not correct. You can go.
Correct. Hold on. There's the poll.
So what is the purpose of going Republic?
There's the poll on the screen now. Right? 120 people here. The red one is is CCG, and the blue one is Privy Council. You can go ahead and cast votes. Don't touch anyone you want.
And what the poll? Oh,
ready, CCJ.
Right.
So we're undecided.
They should have labeled it, man. They shouldn't put.
Yeah, we're undecided because me have a view, because one of us.
Hold on. Let me. See, I do the poll for me now.
That don't look right. The emojis them no work.
Yeah, man. We do CJ and Privy Council. CJ and people.
Patriot, I gotta say no. Right now, I would not be comfortable with the CCJ. Although, eventually, I would like to see us shift to the CCJ. And like you said, there's a body of work out there that we can, study. We would like somebody to do that and present it to the people so we can be educated and make an informed decision. But for right now, it's like taking a shot in the dark. I don't know. So we have to stand with the Privy Council until we can establish making an informed decision.
Let me So right now, we table the thing was tabled last week in Parliament, right? The next phase that we're going into, because we know it by phase, right? Yeah. The next phase now is where the opposition is waiting, because they have laid what they want. They want PC gone. They have made that clear. Nothing to do with PC no more. And we're gonna need bipartisanship. Are we gonna let this slip out to our hands again for the 20 years, 30 years for us to be still? What? No, I come down too.
But Jamaica,
but look here.
PC gone.
Listen, what my goal is.
Look here.
What my goal is coming with is plausible deniability, and I think it's only using that. It is my view that it's only using to stall the process.
But that's exactly what
we need a bipartisan vote and two-third majority.
Somebody made a point earlier that I want
we need two-third majority.
When we talk about the court, when we talk about our laws, our judiciary here, it's not we don't we think judges make go sit up on the bench and make up judgment based on how they feel. So the worst thing a judge fears is his judgment or being overturned. That's the worst nightmare in a profession. Worst nightmare. When you make a ruling and it's overturned by a higher court, that is his worst ruling. His worst fear. If you notice, there are several wrongs in the system where if you get a decision here and you don't feel satisfied, you can go to the next wrong.
No, I agree. Tell me
that Jamaica is a murderous country, and I agree with you. But when I say we're lawless, that's not true. That's not true at all. We murder us.
The problem is that having been Yeah. Having been
What?
with the Privy Council for quite some time, people kind of that experience to look
Like the
at,
top of the
right?
page over my picture.
But basically, what is our highest court in Jamaica right now?
The
The
Supreme
highest
The
Court.
court.
appeals court.
The
The
highest
appeals
court.
court.
Privy Council, sir.
No, the Supreme Court is
Yeah,
the highest court. Yeah.
No,
I
the
know it's
highest
the
court is
judicial
the
and the
Court of
Privy
Appeal. The
Council.
highest court,
The
the highest court
judicial,
is the Court of Appeal. Not the Supreme
No,
Court.
the Supreme Court.
It's
The
not the court
Supreme
of
Court is remember, we have the magistrate court, the appeal court, the Supreme Court. The
No,
Supreme
man.
and then we
Court.
have
No,
No,
man, no,
no,
man,
man.
no,
you have the
no.
judiciary of the Privy Council,
Yeah.
right?
The
Where
Court of
does that fall?
Appeal. The Court of Appeal is the highest court.
Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
If we take
Yes,
the Privy
yes.
Council out of the
Guys,
equation,
remember to vote. Remember the thing is over there to vote.
if we take the Privy Council
Where?
out of the equation altogether,
I
the
don't
Court
know
of
that
Appeal,
little booklet thing.
wait,
That is
what
counting down. Touch on it and vote.
right, so if you
Man,
take the
Mario.
Privy Council out of the equation altogether, the Court of Appeal is the highest court, not the Supreme Court.
man, the Court of Appeal is the final court in Jamaica.
Based on my local studies, not in a law, I know that is the Supreme Court is not the highest court.
Court of Appeal.
No, man, it's
No,
the appeals court.
It's a Court of Appeal. Remember, this is
The
done.
Supreme Court is so named because of the kind of cases that goes to it.
Right.
Case them.
Remember, you know. Because remember, guys, even the other day when the Cartel case, the PC turned it back up to the appeals court, because that was the last place it went before it got to them.
It was the Privy Council. It was the Court of Appeal that freed the cartel.
Right.
Yeah. But I think people feel safer with the Privy Council because, you know, years of experience with that. And I don't think there's enough information, right, about the Court of Appeal and what, you know, I mean.
20 years, but with the court, no, man, come on. To be honest.
With the Court of Appeal, you can't go to the
I'm
Privy
not saying the
Council.
information is not there and available. I'm saying people are just not making themselves, you know, I mean.
Need to do a discourse. Our government need to do a serious education drive and let the people know that we as people at stage now, but we can take our own
85.71%.
Privy Council.
But
That is
Jacob,
what the
Jacob,
say.
put it back again. I don't think everybody voted. Put it back again. Give about 5 minutes this time. Everybody.
Man.
So, here's the point. Here's the point. I mean, HR make a good point, you know. For us to make a decision, we really have to have the experts examine all of the case logs so that they can come to the Jamaican people and say whether it's favorable for us to go to the CCJ. But that hasn't been done yet.
But quick question, guys. Back when it just started, who remember why didn't PJ sign us on to it at the time? Why
Because
didn't that
he was the one who helped fund it.
then? So why
Because he didn't
sign
get
us on
opposition
to it at
support
the time?
either. Didn't get opposition support.
Yeah,
Oh.
because they hold, I think they hold him a favor. Hold the PMP a favor.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause at the time when they did it, Jamaica was probably the largest funder of it to get it started. Right, and we didn't sign on. I think it's a couple years later we started using it for industrial matters. Right, because I remember it was the CCJ that decided. You remember the Myri girl that was assaulted in Trinidad?
Tony Mary, yeah.
Barbados.
Right, so it's not so much industrial, but I said it earlier, and another line I think. The CCJ has two jurisdictions, original and appellate. Now, Jamaica acceded to the original jurisdiction, but the appellate jurisdiction we have not acceded to that part yet.
Okay, thank you for that one, the HR.
And
Also-
like I said, the fact
And
is,
also, what are the main things too?
there are only 4 Caribbean countries that sign on to the CCJ as its final court of appeal. 4. So it still has some ways to go to convince all the other countries to go that way.
But as I said, it's about 20 years now.
Truck,
why are we afraid of the CCG
HR,
then?
truck and HR.
HR,
Why are we afraid of the CCG?
HR,
But
when they signed the act for Pantan to go on the IC, I guess you figured it was mutual and so on. All right.
Sorry?
When they agreed to have Pantan, retired judge on the IC, I guess you think he was neutral and so on. You thought he was neutral. Do you have that same feeling now that he's neutral?
Good
he's
question.
not. He's
But
not neutral.
Kim, the point is, if you're gonna impeach, if you're gonna impeach Panton, tell me if you want to have an argument, a conversation. Tell me about how we acted while we was on the bench. Was he political on the bench? That's where the conversation will go, you know.
No, because we don't examine now.
HR, as I said earlier, you know, judges go with the letter of the law in their ruling.
Yeah.
But that they're political or not, that's what I have not seen. We might know their
Justice with the guy case.
Oh no, Pantan was the one who oversee the case. For the one named Mishek. Mishek was losing money and guided the lawyer what to do. We never listen to Mishek. Mind you hit me in the face with that.
Yes.
We never listen to him.
So
Can I just touch one more?
I never know that. You don't know.
All right. And one time gone. If you listen to PNP when them say free education, one time gonna PNP alone could have gone school go study law, you know. So that's why there are so many PNP lawyers, and that's one of the biggest problems in. This is one of the biggest.
Let me take a picture. Let me take a picture.
This is one of the biggest problem in Jamaica, because back then a PNP people pick me and for them friend. No one could have gone and ask. That's why there's so much cliques and who know